Good morning to all traders and welcome to another Markets and Waves. Today is July 30, Friday, the last trading session of the week. We're going to see, and maybe we've seen actually some moves related to expiries of options and CFDs. Also, we need to take into account, of course, what happened after FOMC, because this is driven by the last sort of statement of Fed chair. But without really going into the macros and the economic indicators and the economic situation, because we're really focused on Elliott waves here, today I'm going to start with euro dollar just to get an update. We're going to have a look on Aussie dollar, the US oil, Dow Jones, as well as euro against the pound as it reaches at least structurally speaking, and according to my count, a very interesting level. Now with euro dollar, we don't really have a change here, guys. Yesterday we were down here and we were looking, hold on, that's not my color, let's get red. We were down here, yeah, and we were looking at a move to the upside towards the 119 area, where I thought, and I still believe, my wave 3 is going to end. My 1 and my 2 are done, yeah, and I'm expecting wave 3 to be at least, yeah, at 119.06. Now, if we take into account that this is probably my wave 1, guys, yeah, and that's my wave 2, and what 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 internally, most likely going to see a very short correction down here, perhaps in 4 of internal structure. And then this is going to become an extended wave 3, because this wave 1 is huge, without that meaning, of course, anything. There is sometimes that my wave 1 is going to be larger than wave 3, obviously. It's just that the rule says that wave 3 cannot be the shortest. But thing is, 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 5 gets me with a shorter 3. Right? So most probably this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Either 4 and 3, then we'll get 4 and 5 for that 3. Yeah. Or it's like my 3 ended here, my 4 and my 5, and this is the end of the 3, we're gonna get 4, but the 5 has to be smaller than wave 3. Okay? That would still be valid. But since I'm expecting, and I've been expecting a reversal over here, guys, now I'm looking at, you know, the 119 at least for wave 3, perhaps even the 119.30 or so, and then a continuation to the upside. Do note that most likely we're going to go back up to the 120, what was it? Well, 122, but higher as well. So it's very possible not only that my minor 3 is not done close here, might be also a case where we'll have to drop 1 degree lower down, because this extension is likely to take us to fresh highs, like 60, 70 pips, 100 pips higher. Now, also, we haven't looked for a while, guys, so let me just zoom out a little bit and show you, maybe I need to zoom out a bit more here. Let me show you what I'm looking at the 4 hour. We had this, you know, COVID dropped down to 50 something cents, and we've done our wave 1, and we're expecting our wave 2, either 1, 2, or A and B. Okay, that always is the case, and I don't think I need to draw that. Leading diagonal in 1, wave B, and 5 wave move to the downside for wave C. 1 and 2 are done. Internally, we've got leading diagonal 2, 3, 4, and in diagonal for wave 3. And currently, we are correcting in wave 4 of C. Okay, so not only we expect that wave 4 to complete, but then we expect 1 leg down to complete this move, and that can take us down to around the 70-50, because it's the 38-point Fibonacci of all these moves to the upside. But don't forget that usually wave 2 goes for the 61.8. Okay, so if we get a deeper move, don't be surprised. Obviously, we are going to revisit and change the structure then. But for now, For now, guys, I'm looking at this as an ABC, okay? So I'm looking at this as a flat pattern, yeah, and with a complex B wave. I'm looking at this, yeah, to end. Look at this, 1 second. So we've done here around 70, what is 61, maybe 75% or so. So we are okay. Usually we want that to be around 90, but this is still valid because we've got, you know, can be seen ABC over here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'm expecting one leg up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the downside, yeah, could be equal to my wave 4. Let's assume around here on top, and that comes to 71.59. So 71.59 break would probably take us down to 70.50 or so, but until then, of course, we still have a lot of quite a few days to go. It might also end up being a zigzag over here, guys. So we might be looking, yeah, because this wave A can be considered also as a wave A. We're looking at 74.31 and even one, actually 127, yes, that's better. 74.63, and if we get an extension, we might go as well to 75 as well. Okay, so that's for that. Now, the oil, we're expecting wave 1 to end up here, but with this clear triangular formation over here, you will know that this is a wave 4, and either we did a wave 5 or we're going to finish wave 5 fairly soon, because this can be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, okay, or it can be a case where this is 1, 2, this is 3. I'm gonna see like something like that coming in, which already see that's gonna be ABC. Then we might get another ABC up here. Then we might get another ABC up here, and that's gonna be like an ending diagonal or something like this. But for now, and for the structure and for the move, we assume this is done at 73.67. And this is why I draw my feeble retracement from down here as well in wave 2. I'm expecting a correction down to at least the 38.2, perhaps even down to the 68.36. And I do see a signal on the MACD, on the RSI as well, but it's not as obvious as on the momentum. I mean, momentum is definitely falling much harder than the strength over here on the RSI. So guys, either we end it or we're going to end to wave 1, and then we're going to get lower down. Now, do not forget, as always, I said that there might be W, X, and Y. Okay, so keep that in mind, because for the moment, let me just do an opposite retracement over here. Let me just take this off so that things are a bit more clear. We are looking at a dip. Okay, so anything above 61.8 can be considered a dip. So we might get a little bit higher up. That would be considered a wave B, a wave X of W, X, and Y. Okay, it can be considered because it is a dip. Don't forget the difference between simple zigzag and double zigzag or double three is that simple zigzag usually retraces, the usual retrace is shallow, but on double three and double zigzag, it's a dip. Okay, so pay attention to that. Don't forget, as well as remain outside this channel, we remain bullish. Okay. Now Dow Jones, haven't looked for a while as well. Nothing much changed here. We've been moving up as we expected. Okay. If we look also at this base channel, you know, my 4 and my 2 here come at the same level, which is why I call it a 4. Now, the case over here is that we've got two scenarios, okay, because we're expecting wave 3, then 4, and then 5. In my opinion, again, in my analysis, this is the case where this can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and no interaction. We're going to get an impulse to the upside in wave 3, in wave 5 of 3, and then the 4, and then the 5. Or it might be a case that this is an ABC for wave 1, ABC, ABC for 3, then for 4, and then for 5. And that might be an ending diagonal in wave 5 of 3. And this is for Dow Jones as well. Now, do note, guys, that it could end up being a W, X, and Y as well here, okay? But I doubt this is the case because the correction in wave 2 is probably already half of what wave 4 correction is. So if we want to respect the duration here of the correction, we might as well just consider that this is, at least for now, done. For Euro Pound, as I said, I've done quite a few changes actually, guys. Let me just go a little bit further out to show you, maybe even on the daily, to have a perspective. I'm looking at this just so you all know. X and Y, ABC done, and I'm looking at another ABC. Now, as I said before, simple corrections usually do the 50 Fibo. Sometimes they might do the 38.2, but in either case, it's going to be much shallower than WX and Y. So if we get a 38.2, we do not create a new low, but we don't need to either. If we do the 50 at 81.19, we do create a new low, and obviously it's going to be a much better opportunity to the upside. Now, should we look at actually A and B, that channel is no longer valid. So what we need to look is the previous low over here first at 82.92, first 84, which is a 38, then the previous quadruple bottom, and then the 50 Fibo. Now, what are we looking here? We're looking at the first wave A done, and we're expecting for B and then C. My wave B is a WX and Y. This is an A, this is a B, and this is a C, which makes this a flat, okay, variation, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here. In wave B, we also have another flat of the same variation, which tells you how nicely fractals work, right? And then a very simple ABC for wave X, and then from there we probably have a zigzag. It looks like, at least to me, 1, 2, 3. We are now in wave 4, and I'm expecting one leg to the downside. Now, this one leg, guys, whether it's go to 83, 84, or 81, or whatever, is going to create an amazing long-term opportunity, in my opinion, again, of course. Yeah, so I will be looking at this very closely, because in case we do get that opportunity, we're looking at least the 93, okay, at least the 93. Now, this is a long term, of course. In the short term, and actually in the long term, we might just as well just look at this as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, okay? So it could be an ending diagonal, just the alternative. Let me just go down at the 1 hour to show you what I am looking over here in this corrective wave 4. I'm looking at an A, B, C, which is a running flat, okay? And here, that is obviously much of a better scenario, because we go to around the 80% down in wave B over here. So it makes a much better flat than in, which one was it, in Aussie, or whatever that was. So this flat is in, and what is really going on now is that we are moving down, right? We haven't done fresh low yet, so it's very likely that we're going to do that. We might get a bounce there as well. For now, though, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, okay? So it could be a case where we're going to get a very short false break over here and shoot higher. Or it might be a case, guys, that this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here, and I'm going to get 2, 3, 4, and 5. But I think we might just get a fresh low down here, guys, and then start moving higher. The MACD and the RSI show that signal as well, at least for now. So once we get down to the 84.70, at least a short-term bounce can be expected. So take it as you wish. That will be all for the month, for the week, and for this Elliott Wave update. Guys, thank you for being with us again in this daily the markets and waves Elliott Wave analysis, and enjoy the weekend. Take care. Today it's Friday, and be cautious, because we're expecting the expiries to to definitely offer some volatile session for sure. So we'll be again here next Monday, and as you well know, if you have any comments, feel free to ask your questions in the comment section. Thanks, and bye.